Hello, this is a short video. Well, I always say they're going to be short, but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be short. About how to free fall and how to parachute into a target area. So we're going to start with one soldier for part one here, and I want to cover all the aspects of how to do this. It's fairly simple, but there are a few tricks to it and things you should know. So I'm starting at 6 kilometers up, and that's so I have time to talk to you about how to maneuver while you're free falling and how to maneuver once your chute is open. And once we get good at that, then we'll change our altitude to 2,000 meters, 2 kilometers up, which goes by pretty quickly. You're ready to open your chute in less than a minute. So without further ado, here we go at 6 kilometers. And I'm going to play as this character. And he is, as a matter of fact, parachuting onto the island of Balavu in precisely the location we will be using during the invasion of Balavu. A couple of farm fields on the north end of the island. Alright, so this is the first scene you're going to be greeted with. Now this is a daylight fall, so we can see what's going on. Most likely you'll be jumping in at night. So here's third person view. I'm going to hold the Alt key and roll my mouse so you can see. I can't even see the ground right now. That's how high up we are. So, but if you look up at the top, top center is your altitude. We're already almost at 4 kilometers, and on the to the left of that is your speed, 243 kilometers per hour, which I assume is terminal velocity. There's Balavu coming into view. You can see the farm fields beneath us. Now, to maneuver while free falling, you can use the W key, and that will start moving you forwards. Alright, if you want to maneuver yourself back, then you hold the S key. To the right, the D key. Right, that's to turn. To turn left, the A key. And by doing that, you can maneuver quite well. We're almost ready to open our chute now. We're going to do that. I'm going to roll my mouse button. I'm going to open early because I want to have time to explain this. Normally you would not open this high. It's a beautiful view, but you're also a big fat target at this altitude. Alright, so now once your chute's open, this is a steerable chute. Same thing, WASD. So if you want to turn, you push the D key, will turn you to the right. Okay. If you want to turn left, you push the A key and you'll twist around, spin around to the left. So that's how you steer your chute. Alright, look at the upper left corner by steerable parachute. It tells you how fast you're moving forward. Right now, we're actually moving forward at 20 kilometers an hour, which is a pretty good clip. You wouldn't want to land on the ground going that forward that fast. And we're 700 meters up still. So, how do I steer? Well, you know how to go left and right. If you want to go forward faster, you push on the W key, and that tilts you forward. And now look at our speed over ground. We're going 45 kilometers an hour. You know, that's like close to 30 miles an hour. That's pretty fast. Okay, so so now I'm going to take my finger off the W key and we're back down to 11, 12 kilometers per hour. I'm going to spin us around again because I don't want to get too close to that water. I want to head back for the cornfields here, whatever they're growing. Now if I'm going too fast and I want to slow and stay in one place, push the S key and that leans me back, see? Here we go. So this is no key, and I'm doing about 26 kilometers per hour. I'm going to push on the S key, and that basically, if I hold it long enough, I'll start gliding backwards. These are good tricks to know when you're trying to really target when you get close to the ground. So as you approach your landing, another thing you want to think about, you want to keep an eye on that forward speed. If you're going 19, 20, 25 kilometers per hour, and you hit the ground at that speed, you could injure yourself. You probably won't kill yourself, but you're going to have to waste a first aid kit to fix your injury. So let me spin around again. Okay, so the trick is, as we're coming down, when we get to the last 5 feet or so, we're just almost on the ground. You're watching your shadow. You're going to push that S key and slow yourself down. You don't have to hold it all the time. You can sort of toggle it. The last couple feet, you want to time it so that you're just, coming to a stop right before you touch the ground. And that's all there is to it. It's not that hard. So I'll demonstrate that in the next go around. We've been hanging around long enough, so let's do a hit restart. Actually, well, yeah, we'll do that. We'll fall from 6 kilometers again. No, we're going to go to the editor. So I'm going to change our starting altitude to 2 kilometers. And I do that by double-clicking on this guy, changing his attributes, his Z, from 6,000 to 2,000. And this is the altitude we're going to be starting our fall from during the scenario, so pay attention. So I'm going to go play his character, and here we go. So now you're going to see things go quite a bit faster. Normally, you want to open your chute at about 300 meters. Until you get good at this, I recommend not trying to hot dog it and do any less than that, because you could find yourself in trouble. So here we are, falling. We're free falling. On our way down, we're already passing through 1,500 meters. So you can see this doesn't take very long. I'm in a pretty good shape. I could twist myself around. I could aim a little bit if I don't like where it looks like I'm going to land. Now I need to be ready to open my parachute by rolling my mouse key and click. There we go. I don't know if you caught that, but all I had to do to open the chute was to roll my mouse button, and open parachute is your only option, and you click on that. Sometimes you'll have an option to reload. Oh, there's a smoke grenade. That's my landing zone right there. Sometimes you'll have an option to reload. And I'm watching my altitude, which is now 100 meters. Notice when I push the S key, I'm going forward, but I also drop faster. So I'm going to slow myself down here. Alright, slow myself down here. I could even go, if I hold the S key, I'll even go backwards a little bit. So, up there went our smoke grenade. Now, as I get close to the ground, I'm watching my shadow. You can't do that at night, but you can in the daytime. And I'm only going about 9 kilometers an hour forward speed. And notice that anytime I lean to shoot, I start dropping faster. So, and I'm down. We're safe. My parachute is gone. The pack is gone. And you can't carry anything in a pack when you do this. Okay. And here we are. We're on the island. I guess my squad mates are down too. Alright, so that's a daytime drop. Now let's go back to the editor and change one thing, because now I'm going to show you how to do it at nighttime, which obviously is a little more challenging. So we're going to go to nighttime, and we're going to rerun that scenario. So guess what the first thing you're going to want to do at night, when you first show up in the game, the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on your night vision so you can see the ground before you run into it. It helps a lot. And you do have night vision goggles. Everybody has those. Here we are. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's a lovely night. I can see the ground without my goggles. Isn't that nice? I'm going to go to third person view, but I'm going to go to night vision anyway. So, you know, you're going to see something like this. You can see your altitude in the center of the screen. This is going to go pretty quick. And at about somewhere around 600-700 meters, I'm going to roll my mouse button, and it says open parachute in the center of the screen, and when you're ready, push on the mouse button, and there you are. Here we come down. So other than that, it's not too tricky. Notice that beneath us, let's see if I can see it down there, there's smoke, and somewhere over there is supposed to be an IR grenade also. And you should be able to, it's flashing, but you can hardly see it in the smoke. So this is what you see in the first person view. I prefer to be in the third person view when I'm coming in, because you can see the land around you much better. Okay, here we come. I'm watching my shadow, and just at the end I gave a little bit of S key there to stop my forward speed, and we're down. Alright, that's the end of that part of the lesson. We're going to go back to the editor, and we're going to now shift over to, we're going to use our squad. Now we're jumping in with a squad of 8, a team of 8, a squad leader, a team leader, and this is a rifle squad. And I have equipped them all with parachutes, and we are coming in, we're starting again at 2,000 meters. Now, you have a couple extra things to think about when you're falling with a squad, and I found this out earlier today. It's not uncommon to lose one soldier out of your squad every time you do this. I hope the real life rates aren't that bad, but they are in this game. And I discovered earlier today that what happens is you can collide with somebody while you're free falling and be killed. I suspect you can collide with your parachute too and be injured or killed. So it seems almost every time I jump with a group, one of them doesn't make it. So here we go. We'll see how it goes this time. So now it's nighttime and we're jumping with our squad. So the first thing we're going to do is turn on the night vision. There's Tobanuka in the distance. Alright, I'm turning on my night vision. Now you'll see there's other members of my squad nearby. Alright, and I'm going to give a little W key to get away from them. See that? See how quickly I moved away? I don't want to be too close to them while we're making our fall. Okay, I'm ready to open my parachute.
We got a man down.
There we go. Now notice I opened my chute a little earlier and they're all below me. And that's okay. I also managed to get far enough away from them that looks like one of our guys was killed on the way down and went in. Let's see if we can see our smoke. Oh, that's probably nowhere near where we are, so I'm going to spin around here, head back over towards the rest of my team. There's the smoke off to my left over there. See it off in the distance. I'm going to stay near my squad. Looks like we lost number 7. Like I said, that happens most of the time. Now you don't want to open your chute too early. It's a nice view, but It takes a while to get down, and you're a big fat target while you're floating around. If you've ever watched The Longest Day, you know how that works. It's not a good place to be. Okay, so my squad's on the ground. I'm on the ground. Here they come. They're grouping around me, and we're ready to go. All right, that ends our lesson. Have a nice day.